That's weird. Just the straight on, the head on. Let's start the day off right. Hey, it's me again. I'm doing this update from my car on the commute to work because driving is like a transitionary activity, and whilst nothing's really changing about the channel, I have actually run out of travel content, right? Now there's plenty of plans of stuff to do. However, I've run out of content to upload and money with which to make the videos. Not exactly. So after doing Japan, that was expensive. Everything said and done, Japan probably done me about 7 grand. Yeah, the holiday itself was like 5.5, plus spending money, plus a couple of bits of extra equipment that I bought for the holiday. About 7 grand, right? And that just obliterated all my savings. So I have been saving back up. Along with that, this month in particular, I thought, wouldn't it be fun to start the month skin? Right, so I bought a Switch 2 just after payday. Did get about £6 cash back on that card for free, so worth it. But anyway, this video that I'm uploading, it's a little bit of a channel update, basically saying there will be more travel videos, potentially uploaded with a little bit less frequency than I have been, even though the videos that I've been uploading have mainly been just cut down versions of a longer video. There will be some new stuff coming. However, one thing I have started to get into is streaming. Number one, because I mentioned this in the stream, I've just got coming up a condensed version of this stream that I did, just finishing off the next tattoo, or working on it, just mainly to get used to the software. Links to the stream will be in the description of this video, or I'll put it on the channel information, or both probably. But for now, that's the state of the channel. Plenty of ideas, no money. Okay, but streaming is very easy content to make because I don't need to go anywhere, don't really need to spend any money. I can stream and make videos that way when I don't have the money or effort, or both, to go out and make some sort of travel video. That, I think, is all I really wanted to say this morning. So coming up is a slightly condensed version of my first stream where I was getting to grips with the software and working on the next tattoo. Has it worked? No, it hasn't. It's the wrong account. Hang on. Let me. Oh, it's not gone well. So yeah, I watch streamers all the time, and I wanted to just give it a try because it's straight up, it looks fun and very easy content. And you might be thinking, oh, this is pretty low effort video. Have you run out of content? No. I do have lots of plans to do, travel videos, which is what I'm mainly interested in doing. Is this account the one that I've been using? Ah, there we go. Okay, so right, let me bring that back up there. So, I didn't actually see the green ones yet. Oh, now I'm thinking, do I use the green ones as well instead of? Oh no, we might have to redo some of these. Because I don't know, I kind of like this here. I quite like this. This is kind of cool. But obviously I want them in white so I can just cut them out because I'm very lazy. Here's the thing. I feel guilty using AI because it is quite controversial these days, and I understand why. What I did think I would do actually is have the design ready to go and submit it to an artist and say, can you redraw this in your style? I'll have to have a little peruse of DeviantArt. Ooh, these are more like mountains than clouds. This is kind of cool though. I do like this a lot. But I don't like it just ending. That's cool though. I'm gonna ask it to make some variations of that one. But I would like them like this so I can cut them out and put them around the picture where I need. But yeah, I thought that would be nice to do because I'm looking at this and I think, yeah, that's cool. But I think maybe because I drew it, I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, I don't really like it. I could get an artist to be like, oh, okay, yeah, no, they know what they're doing and they can shade it and color it in all nice, right? Oh, this is sick, dude. Oh, now I'm conflicted. I thought I was just going to bring this on. The reason I wanted to stream this is because it's fairly straightforward. I'm in the middle of... Hang on, I didn't even look to think if I've got any viewers. Please, I really hope not. I just want to be alone for this, for the trial run. How do I see if I've got any viewers? Where can you look to see if you've got viewers? I'm kind of new to this OBS. It's so straightforward to use. It's amazing. You've just got all your microphones and stuff here ready to go. How can I check? Surely you'd be able to know. What's this one? Users in chat. At the minute, it seems like it's empty. Thank you. Right? I'm scared. I don't want anyone to. It's one of those things I'm so used to having where it's all edited and pre-recorded and done and uploaded. This live thing freaks me out a bit. So I'm glad for no viewership. Right? Anyway, what I'm thinking, I'm looking at this and I'm like, that's kind of sick. And I'm thinking if I could have the Rayquaza in this and then maybe erase it where these white clouds wrap around, that could be kind of cool. Worried. I'm not not good at this. I've never done this before. I've never done a stream. These are cool, but they're all too sort of realistic. Then again, I suppose that the tattoo artist would know what to do with like realistic looking clouds, right? Yeah, okay, okay. What if we had like a little border? No, I don't want a border. I want it to be. This is sick though. I like this. This is awesome. Or this one instead. I don't know. Now that I've started and I'm looking at it, I've lost inspiration. I'm like, I can't be bothered. Honestly though, having the stream there kind of forces me to continue. It's almost like, well, like when you go down the gym and it's like, I can't be bothered. But then you get bored on the treadmill and you go, oh. But then you think, oh well, I've already. Oh, it's tiny. I mean, the canvas is huge, but okay, we'll have to upscale that one. Oh, I don't know. I don't like these. Can I just redo this? Oh, maybe it's small, thin clouds. Various, right? That's the thing with AI. You've just got to get the prompt right. That's actually, it's nothing. It's easy. I was going to say, oh, it's a bit of a skill in itself, but it's absolutely not. It's just changing a word every now and again. Very spooky. Very spooky. Why do these always start off like, you shouldn't be looking at it? Ah, here we go. This is the sort of thing that I was after. Do people who stream have like a script that they follow? All right, what we got here then? Oh, I don't like the lines too much. Oh, you know what? Now I'm not liking it. Now I'm not liking any of this, and I just want to do this one. Right? You know what? Let me upscale this. Yeah, the main thing I've been thinking about with streaming is the no dead air sort of thing. And when I've been speaking to the camera or when I'm doing my travels, I'm kind of okay at the stream of consciousness thing. Being able to edit out the nonsense I speak is a benefit. That looks worse. That looks goofy. I don't like that. Oh, like this. And I don't know what I want now. I should have prepared better. I should have found the clouds that I wanted, then started streaming, and then just organized it all together. Because I thought, you know what, could take probably about an hour. What about the Chinese style? Because it's like Rayquaza is like a bit of a Chinese serpent dragon, right? How have I spelled Chinese wrong? Oh, well, no, cap it. Well, that's fine. Yeah, the stream of consciousness thing, I feel like I have some experience at, which is vital for streaming. I believe, because if you tune into a stream and no one's talking, I give them a good few seconds, and I look and I go. And if they don't speak, I'm like, come on, my guy, do something. I would like to stream games. Again, it's an idea of like pretty much, low effort content between when this is way too intricate. I quite like it, but it's too small. Taking that small thing and just leaving it in clouds, but keeping that Chinese style because it's cool. I like that. Here's the thing, right? This is here we go. Now we've got a bit more to work with. Look at all this. All right. See, this is what I kind of like, the less detailed, more sort of cartoony look. I don't know now. I don't know if I want realistic or cartoony. Oh yeah, this is something I really should have prepared for, I think. No matter. I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna take this one. Defender summary. Oh, I didn't even read that. How big is this one? Paste it here. Oh, it's not even that much bigger. That's fine. I wonder if it will scale up decently or it's going to be blurry. Oh, that's fine. Look at that. The detail in that. Perfect. Let's put this behind him real quick so we can see what's... Oh, my poor all-in-one PC with a built-in GPU. Oh, it doesn't even need to be that big. No, that looks stupid. It's not part of it. I'm trying to work out which bit I could get away with erasing from Rayquaza. Maybe let's keep it there. Then we'll get this out. Start taking some of this background away. Yeah, the stream of consciousness thing is weird because I have had experience with it, of course, doing my vlogs where you do have to just talk to the camera and hope you don't say anything that's just unusable, which a lot of my stuff is, not for any malicious reasons, but because I talk a lot of nonsense, right? And it's usually stuff that is far below any interest to anyone who might have stumbled across the video for whatever reason. So I thought streaming, yeah, I could probably fill the silence, even though it's likely to be not very interesting. It's doable, right? I can manage. Okay. So with that in mind, and also the fact that I do watch a lot of streamers all the time, I pretty much have a VOD on to fall asleep to every night because it's just such a neutral, like it's like white noise, right? Not to say that the streams aren't quality. They absolutely are. It's just that you can have it on and not necessarily pay attention, and it's just good to have the white noise. I find, it just to me. Make sure to lift the pen off of the tablet every now and again so you don't have to erase the whole thing you just done. This PC, yeah, going back, thinking about the PC actually, it has a built-in GPU, which I didn't think really was necessary for video editing or this. It does all right. It does fine for what I ask for it. It could be better, but it's what I've got to work with. The fact that it was an all-in-one was kind of the main thing that I was after. I wanted it to be compact, although I could probably fit quite easily somewhere, like a regular PC, tower. But because GPUs are measured in gigabytes, I thought, oh, this PC's got 32 gig. I don't need another 6. Who cares? 32 gig of RAM. Loads. Lovely. I didn't realize, I didn't fully understand that a graphics card sort of behaves like its own mini computer dedicated for graphics processing. I didn't realize that. I thought it was just more RAM, and I was like, whatever, I don't need more. Oopsie. I should have listened to my friend who was kind of walking me through it. He was like, you're gonna need a GPU. I'm like, I don't need a GPU. I'm not gonna be playing Fortnite at 400 FPS. But it turns out DaVinci Resolve and Clip Studio Paint also rely on graphics memory. I will be getting another one at some point, but for now this actually does okay for what I need. It's not unusable by any means. Yeah, I was struggling to think of what to do for a stream because I'm like, oh, do I play a game? Do I just talk to the camera? I thought, no one's going to want that. That's going to be awful. So I thought this could be handy because it's not going to take too long to do what I'm thinking of doing, like what I'm doing now. It's just a pretty low effort thing to do, but it's some sort of content, and it breaks the ice for streaming because I've thought for a while about, wouldn't that be fun? One of the main things that I wanted to do streaming for was, honestly, it's more of a personal thing. Pokemon Legends ZA is coming out in a couple of months, and I was waiting for them to say, to release, if they're doing like a unique version of the Switch 2 based around with like a little design of Legends ZA, and I thought that would be a cool one to have. I'll wait to get a Switch 2 just because it's just nice to be able to have. I just like it. Same with like when you buy a game and it comes with like a steelbook. It's just a cool extra little thing, limited edition sort of stuff, right? But I saw a bundle of the game and the Switch 2, and I'm like, they wouldn't be doing that unless, they would, but I would have thought before that they would have announced, we're bringing out the Switch 2 and this game as like a limited edition version of the console, like they did for Animal Crossing, Let's Go. What else did they do? Did they do another? I think they've done a BDSP Switch Lite, and I'm like, they might want to do one for Legends as well. For ZA, I don't think they did one for Arceus actually. Hang on, am I going now back down the side? I'm just gonna follow this white cloud to the edge. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of this green, and then hopefully I can just select and erase it because God forbid I put too much effort in. Yeah, so I've actually bought today a Switch 2, and I'm very excited about it. It comes with the Mario Kart game, which honestly, I've never really been interested in Mario Kart. I've never thought it was a bad game, but for me personally, I've never really been that interested in playing it. But the bundle was worth actually less, only by a few p. I think when I looked on Amazon, the Switch 2 with Mario in the bundle was £430. It still hurts. It still hurts. Or you buy the Switch 2 on its own for it was like £431. So I'm like, why would you not? So that's on its way and it should be here tomorrow. And I thought, wouldn't it be absolutely wonderful to have my first time experience playing the game? Because the first time playing a Pokemon game is such a special occasion, I find, for me personally, only because I'm a professional loser, nerd, degenerate, and I have in the past booked time off work to play. It was when Scarlet and Violet came out. What am I going to do about this? You know what? Can I just magic cut this out immediately anyway? Sort of. But I really wanted to be able to record my first experience of the Pokemon game and just have it, right? Because it's something that you never get to do. So I thought that'd be lovely. Also, with GTA 6 coming out next year, that's another game where like the first playthrough is so special. Oh! How much is that? How much does that want to destroy? Okay, that's. I would have liked to keep this black line under the. I'm not going to use this. This is going to be a waste. But I'm trying it out because I started and I couldn't decide actually whether I wanted this or individual clouds to piece around. That was what I was more leaning towards. But the style of this, I really, really like, and the colors as well. I thought the green clouds could be cool because Rayquaza's normally green. I don't know if it's probably going to start off with just like when I actually get the tattoo, it's going to be just the creature, right? Maybe not even the color as well, just the line work. But I wanted to be able to have it ready to go, and I'm like, okay, I know what I want. Probably get this done. I don't know when it's ready to go. Which at the minute it's I wouldn't say far from. This is the easiest part. Just the background. I'm never a huge fan of like the marker that I've got here. I love the design. I think it's a great. It's done a brilliant job of the shading and everything. But I'm not a fan of it just being there. I kind of want stuff around it to kind of blend it in. I suppose maybe if I get more tattoos, it'll fill the gaps, and then any small gaps you can put like a pattern or something I've seen people do, and that looks kind of cool. We could go for that. Tell you what, let me put in another thing here that's just full of, yeah, let's go for red. So I can see what bits I've missed erasing. Why is it taking so long just to fill a page in with red? There you go. Not that it would matter, because it would be on. I'd submit that I'd give him the picture on like a white, just on a white background with this. Oh, I want to get, but again with the things on the bottom, how am I supposed to? Maybe if I just do the whole brush density, I can get the anti-aliasing on the edge. Sort of. Oh, this is gonna look naff, bro. Tell you what, let me start erasing Rayquaza so I can get this bit of cloud going across his tummy, and then work out. Oh, you know what? That's not gonna look good. I'm just gonna give up and do something else. Let's turn his transparency down a bit and start taking out some of his body that's behind this cloud. So I've completely run out of things to talk about. Not that I started with a script in mind or anything. I don't use Clip Studio Paint all that much. The only sort of thing I use it for is actually for making thumbnails for videos. So I kind of use it a decent amount. But in terms of like ideas, I wanted to mention the Switch 2 and why I wanted to start streaming, because it would be nice to have a record of my first experiences with certain games. That's just for me, for me personally, for fun, right? But straight up, I watch a lot of streams, and should I have his face poking out? Maybe I'll leave his face over the cloud. I think that'll work. I do watch a lot of streamers, and it looks like such a fun thing to do, and I wanted to just try it, see how it goes as a little hobby, right? Also, a good way of getting videos when I haven't got any others filmed. I haven't got anything. I think I've got another couple of like cut down versions, like little. I call them quick cuts on YouTube. Like that's the playlist. That's the kind of the series that they are in, where I've got like the main video, but then like I'll cut little bits off, like the Japan video I've done. The main video is like 3.5 hours long. Insanity. No one's gonna watch that. I got bored of myself watching it, and it was my video. By about 3/4 of the way through, I was like, okay, this is enough. So I've got the quick cuts, which trim down a lot of the fat. There's quite a bit of content that's actually missing from those videos, but that's because I'm aware that not all the content is necessarily necessary. Can that work? Yeah, that's it really in terms of things that I wanted to talk about on this. It would be handy for having something to do, film, and a video to make that's not tied to travel, because number one, I may not always be flush with cash, and the travel videos, I suppose actually, that's it. New ideas being born immediately. What about budget travel? No one's ever done that before. I'll be a pioneer. You can travel on a budget, but I like the idea of being, here's what you can do in this place, regardless of your budget. Within reason. Okay, so we're getting somewhere with this. Again, this might be a bust. I'm expecting it not to really look great, so I'm probably gonna scrap. If this don't look good, I reckon we're gonna try again with the other clouds, cutting them out individually and putting them over the picture or behind it and around it. Or I might just say, you know what? I don't know what to do background wise at the minute. I'm just gonna get the dude. I'm just gonna get the guy. Or at that point, I'll say to an artist on DeviantArt, here's the design. I don't know what to have as a background. Do your thing, right? Which I think will cleanse me of the sin of attempting even to use AI to finish this picture. Right. What else can I mention? The next series of videos that I'd like to start doing will be, can't think of what the series would be. I like to start from the title and work backwards. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it would look better to have his body, that part of the cloud behind his body. Still. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool actually. He's like wrapped around it almost. That's sick. My next sort of thing that I want to start working on for my, the main sort of the meat on my YouTube channel is where I try and do as much as I can per county of England, specifically England, because I've got a map here. Scotland and Wales both have several counties that are tiny. And there are some small counties in the UK as well. In England, don't get me wrong. But for the majority of the country of England, you can have like a self-contained, here's what to do in Essex or Devon or whatever. And I've got a few like planned out already, and I've got some places to go. I think I've done Cornwall, Devon, Dorset, Essex, Lincolnshire, and some of Kent as well. I think I've done like the outside of Kent. I'm just looking now at stuff to do in the middle. But I'd like to try doing that, and I have nothing at all filmed yet. So for the moment, just streaming could help with that. Yeah, these might do well to be behind these little ribbon things he's got, because they, trail out the back of him. So I thought, you know what, I'm not really that close to getting out and filming a video. So why not stream? I'm using this PC to do this. And when I was finishing the drawing, I was like, this could be something to do for the first stream, just to break the ice, Already my throat's hurting, dude. I very rarely talk at all. Certainly not uninterrupted. Just stream of consciousness, talking nonsense the whole time. So it's all new. Tell you what, agua. I thought when I was drinking, I was like, let's get the bubbly on the microphone. It's actually really good at just getting my voice, because I've got this aircon unit here, and I thought, blimey, I don't want to be streaming with this PC fighting for its life if I dare to try and load up Minesweeper, and I've got the aircon going, and it's kind of and it's busting away onto the microphone, but it just does not detect it. Right? I think it's not a shotgun mic. I don't know what this is. This is the Fine. I'm not sure what the actual model is, but it's a Fine mic. It costs about £40 off of Amazon. And so far, I've been really impressed. The sound quality is good. It's better. It's very good for the price. Yeah. The sound quality isn't amazing, but for what it costs, it's pretty good. Hang on, is that all the ribbons? Okay, yeah, that's everything behind a cloud. Okay, let's turn his transparency up. Okay, or his opacity down. Oh, you know what? Actually, now that I've zoomed out, oh, I don't know now. Oh, you know what? I kind of like it. But it still is weird that it's just like on the clouds. I'm like, how am I gonna get rid of the all this at the bottom? If I just like fade it out, is that gonna be anything? I don't think that's gonna look good, because it's not got like a bottom to it like the rest of these do. Maybe I could just straight up draw it in. That's just the opacity anyway. Maybe I could. Surely it's not too difficult. It's just black lines, isn't it? Surely I can do something with that. Yeah, that's pretty spot on. Okay, let's start with this black. Try and just like connects to where this line's going, and just is where it starts. No, none of this looks good. It's too. I don't know what I'm trying to do. Oh, maybe that. Oh, you know what? That might work. It had another cloud under it, and that's why it's so sharp. Hang on. Here we go. We can come off of this and just keep going this way. Here we go. All right. I guess underneath it, I could add some more, actually. Another little sort of lobe down here, like that. What do you reckon? Yeah, that could work. I just don't like the hard. It just ends. I'm still probably not gonna. I like this behind the cloud. You know what? Let's put a pin in this. Let me get this copy that I already had. So now I'm just gonna go. We're gonna have to go back to the mid journey, see what we can do with the clouds there. Copy them over, cut out the clouds that I want, that I like the look of, and then go from there. Now I'm thinking, oh, maybe the green. Maybe I shouldn't have it as green. I'm thinking it's gonna need to be covered and have loads of clouds. It just could have a few around it, right? Just to kind of show that, he's up in the clouds, right? Whenever you ask for a tattoo, I always try and specify white background, because I want these like elements of the tattoo. But it always does love to slip in an actual, a tattoo. Right, what have we got here? Oh, yeah, it's kind of there. This is a bit too sort of like cartoony, Why has it got like, it's like a circuit board, dude? You know what? I might just use some of these that I've had already. Got some clouds that I liked, and I just sort of went boom, 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 and then I've got them all cut out, ready to go, like little pieces of paper that I can just move around on the page. And if they're all on separate layers, that would be easy. I could just pull it in front of the design and not have to worry about erasing anything. Why have they all slid to the side? Oh, okay, yeah, now this is, I like this at the top. That's quite nice. Let's just get that in and see how it works. Let's just see what I can erase. If I can get rid of this whole background, that would be handy. All in one go, easy peasy. Yeah, well, there's a lot of surfaces to. Oh, it's getting some of the green as well, or is it no, it's getting the white is what it's doing. I need to turn the tolerance down a bit. It still wants to take away a lot of the white, dude. 4 tolerance. Because, yeah, see, it's got this one, it's okay. No, you know what? 0 tolerance. No tolerance. Oh, well, now this is what you call malicious compliance, all right? In 4 points, you've gone from erasing half the clouds to Look at that, dude. It knows what it's doing. I love computers, dude. All right, this has signed it. What does that say? It looks like that says Baugo Bublion. I don't know what that's supposed to say, dude. I should have had another bright color so I could see what was missing. Look at that lag. Look at the lag on that. Is that affecting the frame rate on the stream? No. Okay, so the stream, that's interesting. The stream's frame rate is separate from the PC's frame rate. Right. Now then, we've got lots of clouds here, all cut out, ready to go. I just need to separate them individually. Select them individually, cut them out and put them on their own layers so I can move them about freely. I'll get the little tufty bits at the bottom of this one, but I'm trying to avoid getting any other clouds in. Right, that's gone. Gone. Now it's its own layer. Why has it erased it? I think I'm doing it backwards, but it's working, so I'm just going to keep doing it. What I can do with these green clouds, if I dislike the green, I can just desaturate them. I think I'm going to have to set up another VOD channel on YouTube. Don't know if I want to have the VODs of whatever streams that I do on the main channel. I'm liking this already. Who labels layers? I will probably have cut down versions of the videos on the main channel, whether it's whatever, it's gaming or maybe cooking, who knows, right? Or this. Cut it down, put it on the main channel as edited content. That's fine. I think that'll work well. Where it's erased the edge, it doesn't look great. When I first saw it surrounding him, I was like, oh yeah, that looks sick, bro. But now that I'm actually putting them into place, I'm like, maybe not. Dude, I'm bad at this. Maybe this would be enough, and I could just go to him and say, look, I like this stuff, but I'm not too happy with how the clouds have gone. Can you do the clouds again? Surely he wouldn't mind doing that. Oh no, it's falling apart. It was barely held together to begin with. Now I've lost track of all the clouds. Not that I'm going to name them. How am I going to... Cloud 1, Cloud 2. It's as asinine as all of what it's doing at the minute. I don't know now. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, I don't know if I want that. I want the dragon. I want the dragon. That's cool. But the clouds, I just feel don't work. They don't look good, dude. Maybe it's... I don't know what I was expecting to do, you know? Is that anything? Can that work? Do you reckon? I like the idea of having clouds in front of it because it kind of gives it a bit more sort of depth. Tell you what, let me resize the canvas down. We'll see if it looks good in its entirety. I don't hold out an awful lot of hope. I like the general idea, but I don't know. I'm just not liking when I see it as it is. Right? It's just looks a bit naff, you know? What if you know what, the clouds are okay like that. Let's just fuse it all together. This is now the cloud layer. So these are all the clouds. All right, let's try. I think I would like them with a bit of a green tint. The grayscale does look cool. Let's see if we can bump the contrast up and it might change how I feel about it. Oh, a bit darker actually kind of works. Straight up, just a bit darker. Okay, green. Or the grey. I don't know. I don't know what tattoo chat like. You know what? When you see a tattoo cloud and it's kind of a bit smoky, right? This is kind of what I'm after. I like it. I like it, but yeah, it can't. I don't know if I just want that. It's going to be up here. It needs a background. It needs a background, and clouds make sense because Rayquaza lives in the sky. What if I did this and just change the canvas size, right, to just narrow, just have it focused on the subject? How's this going to look? Just cut out the clouds. I really don't know. I don't know how I feel about any of this. Maybe I need to just, source an artist on DeviantArt or something and be like, what am I doing? Can you tell me what I'm doing, please? That was kind of all I was intending on doing. I've been streaming for about an hour now. Oh, it's close to what I want, but there's nothing that I've gone perfect. What was this one again? Or this one? Nah, I think I like that one less. I don't know. I'm looking at this now and I like it. I like the cloud going across. That is kind of cool. But ultimately, no, I think I prefer the other one. You know what? I'm going to save this as a PNG. For the minute, though, I think that'll do just as an introductory stream, just for myself to get used to how it works. I've definitely felt a lot more comfortable as it's gone on with the talking. Even though I've had less substance in what I've been saying, it's something. I'm making noise now to fill the silence. I need to stop. Let me just click on here because I don't know what files it might pop up with recent files, and it opened it on the bottom screen. I moved the screen so that it wouldn't be. I thought it was going to come up on the top bit up here. Back on the top screen.
That's what we've achieved today. I do like it. I do like it. Yeah, maybe I'll just go to I'll probably just go to the tattoo artist with this and say, and I'll just say to him, I want the clouds behind it, but I don't really know how best to sort of get them and how well they'll translate into tattoos. But it ideally wants to be clouds. Maybe a bit spacey. Maybe I could have put some like stars in it instead. But yeah, clouds I think is what I want for Rayquaza up there. Other than that, I think that'll about do it for now. Yeah. First stream. It's weird to do. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like I'm doing anything, you know? Like when I'm videoing, I've got the camera there and I'm thinking, okay, how can I position it? I'm thinking about the shot and framing and composition and all that. And I've got I don't really have a script that I follow when I make my videos on for YouTube, but I do have kind of a direction that I want the video to go, and I'm constantly aware of it. And I'm thinking when I'm filming the video, here's what I'm going to do next. Here's what I'm going to say for the edit. You know, thinking of getting B-roll and stuff like that. But with this, there's no like objective, right? At least with this, one thing I thought would be fun to do is I play Jack and Daxter 1, right, and see how fast I can 100% it. Get all the I don't know about 100% get all the orbs, but I'll get the power cells. Get like the true ending. Could be fun to do because that's going to be about what 3.5, 4 hours ish. So that's a pretty solid length stream, right? But for this, I just wanted to do it to get used to how the software works and the hardware as well. And you know, this is just like a little objective to do. I suppose that would be the objective, is finish this, but I didn't really finish it because I was expecting to look at it and go, perfect. All right, I'm going to take it down there now and get him to do it. But for the moment, I think that'll do me. So again, I don't think I can't see how to check if anyone's watching. I have no idea. So I'm not going to try doing that now. Anyway, for now, that will about do. If anyone did stop by and had a look, I'm sorry, but maybe next time it will be something a bit more interesting. All right. Thank you for that. Bye-bye. Stop streaming, right? Hang on. Let me click this here. Let me put this up here because